believe. Believe in what? Well, that differs for everybody. So it's so important to believe in yourself, in your body's ability to heal, in your intuition. So before I get started, let me know in the comments if you believe. I'm Bree. I'm the registered nurse and certified health coach of hippydippymom.com. I'm here to help you heal your brain fog so that you can have the energy and the happy mood that you crave as a mom. So I recently was reading the book, The Magic of Thinking Big, and there was a whole page about believing in it, and so it got me thinking about this topic. It's something that I've thought about and read about before, but it's kind of always good to think about it and have like a little refresher every now and then. So especially I feel like for me and people like me, and I totally openly admit that I used to be a pessimist, and it showed, and it's kind of funny. I always used to say, I'm not a pessimist, I'm a realist. I think about things, in the real way. Now I know that I was a total pessimist, but it showed in my poor health. I was negative all the time. I was grumpy all the time. I brought other people down. I made horrible choices. So it all seems to kind of be a cyclical thing. We have these bad thoughts, we make these bad choices, we have poor health, then we go back to the poor or negative thoughts, the poor choices, the poor health, just around and around and around and around. So the importance of believing in ourselves and our body's ability to heal is important, because as soon as we believe, whatever problem we're facing becomes solvable. The whole time that I was a pessimist, nothing to me was solvable, because I was just doomed. I had this bad luck, and why me, and it was everything and everybody else's fault. And then once I started believing and actually seeing how capable my body is of feeling good and healing itself, I started believing more and thinking more positive thoughts and making better choices and having better health. And I started going more in that positive circle. So, what's one problem that you face that you're struggling with? And what would happen, and really sit and think about this for a minute, but what would happen if you believed that it was solvable, that you could heal? What would your life look like if you believed that? So believing helps us change our thoughts from negative to positive. When we don't believe, we're doomed, or we feel doomed. I was saying, when I was a pessimist, I just thought, woe is me, I'm a victim, and I was just going to be doomed to feeling like crap forever. But when we do believe, anything's possible. Again, everything is solvable. So there was a quote in the book that really stuck out to me, and so I just want to read it. It's really short, and it said, attract solutions by believing solutions are possible. Simply refuse to even let yourself say or think that it's impossible. And so then, just kind of thinking about this whole topic, I started remembering other things I've heard and things I've read to really back up this whole thought of believing things, makes them solvable. There was a book I read as I was going through the program to become a certified health coach. The book was called Mind Over Matter by Dr. Rankin. And she was basically really unhappy as a Western doctor. She wasn't getting to spend time with her clients. She wasn't really helping any of them get healthier. And so she took some time off, stepped back from it. And then, I don't really remember how, but she started coming across all these stories about all these people healing, and doctors were calling them miracles, and doctors couldn't explain why these people were healing. But when it came down to it, it was these people's thought patterns that really helped their body heal. And she gave example after example after example of people, I mean, healing from AIDS, healing from cancer, healing from all kinds of terminal illnesses where healthcare professionals had, sentenced these people to death basically, and then they chose to believe otherwise or to think otherwise, and they were healed. I mean, completely, like, no trace of their illness anywhere. They were healed. And I was just blown away by that because, as a nurse, I was taught that's not possible. You have to see a healthcare professional and you have to get on medication and you have to do what they say, and there's just no other way to heal. So that's not true, and that's why I became a health coach. But reading a book like that, where all these things really back that up, was super interesting to me. And then I remember hearing the story about Louise Hay. She is a famous author and speaker. She is all about self-help and self-healing. And I mean, she has a huge following of people that she's really, really helped over many, many decades. And how she got her start was that she had been diagnosed with cervical cancer. And what she realized was that she manifested that for herself because she had been, she had suffered sexual trauma at a very, very, very young age. And of course, just felt all this anger and resentment about the abuse in that area. So she, is even quoted as saying, "No wonder why I manifested cancer in that area." So she, just over the couple months after her diagnosis, changed what she ate and searched out all these natural healing modalities. But she did a lot of mindset work to let go of that anger and resentment, and she healed without any Western intervention. So just, lots of examples out there about how powerful our thoughts are. And so it's just no doubt that if we believe in ourself and our body's ability to fight off germs and to heal naturally, it's amazing to think what's possible. So I'm really curious to know if you believe, and what can I do to help you get from where you are now to where you want to be, even if you believe or not. We can work on that as well. So I'd love to chat. I will link to my scheduler below, and we can schedule a free chat. And that's all for today. I really want to encourage you to believe, maybe journal about it, start questioning things. You can heal. Till next time, take care.